Hi guys, it's Nancy. Welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to show you how to make some really quick and easy hot foiled monogram cards. Now I will be using the Spellbinder's Glimmer today. However, if you have these hot foil dies, you should be able to use them in your other hot foil systems. They do work best, in my opinion, in the Spellbinder system. So this is GLP035, which is the elegant monogram letters. And then brand new is the frame set here, which is GLP282, which are the new Essential Classic Labels Glimmer plates. And they are both at Spellbinders. I'll link them down below for you. Essential Classic Label Etched Dies, they're called. Sorry. So I will link those for you down below. But as you can see here, I have monogrammed hot foiled with my initials, and I have the classic label, and it does match this foil card that I'm using. So now I have these personalized note cards that look super fancy, but they're really not that hard to put together. So let me show you how to do it. So first thing I would recommend is grabbing yourself a piece of some kind of Post-it tape. This is the electric tape from Spellbinders, and all you would do is put down your initials, okay? So I already have mine in the Glimmer machine, but let's say I wanted to do A and I don't know, okay. So you would put down your initials the way that you would want to put them on your card. And they are flat at the bottom, so that does help to line them up. So you can see that I'm putting them on my glass mat here. I'm going to line them up. And then I'm just going to take that piece of Post-it tape and make sure that I like the way they look. So this way, when I put them down, I can already see my A moved. It's crooked. Before I put them down on my Glimmer machine, that I like the effect of them. And because they have this flat line at the bottom, you can make sure that they're straight and that the initials look right where you want them. Then I'm going to take my piece of card and decide where I want them. So in this case, I was putting them in the bottom right corner and just kind of lining them up. And then I took one of the frames, which is already on the Glimmer, and I kind of lined that up. So I located how I wanted everything to look before I put it on my Glimmer, and then taped everything together very easily, okay, just like that, to the paper, the outside, and the letters, and then I flipped them all onto my Glimmer where I wanted them to be. And when I lined it up in the Glimmer, it's easier to show you here, I made sure that my paper lined up on a side and a bottom line, so that when I lifted my paper up, that my letters, everything was lined up the way that I wanted them to be, so that when I go to put my paper onto my Glimmer, all I have to do is line up the bottom and the side line here. So I'll show you what I mean. Let me bring in the Glimmer machine, okay? Now, this is a hot foiling technique, and how hot foil works is there's an adhesive built in the foil, so you cannot use your traditional store-bought foils. If you try this with, say, mink foil or deco foil, it's not going to work. You have to buy specialty foils. Glimmer foils do work the best. These foils work at a much higher temperature, so they're specifically designed to work with this system. There are other hot foiling systems. You're going to have to test those out and see if they work or not. But as you can see, if you go on Spellbinders, there's a ton of colors available from Spellbinders for these Glimmer foils, okay? Because this machine works at a much higher heat setting, it does take a little bit of a few moments to warm up. So when you get the machine, on the top here, there is a power button. You're going to turn that on, and then you're going to press this button. Everything will light up. The red power button will come on. The platform ready will come on. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes to warm up. And then the timer button will go when you're ready. So what we're going to do is I have stuck my two plates together with some heat safe tape onto my platform there. And there you can see my frame and my initials. And I'm just going to take a piece of hammer mill paper, hammer mill color paper. I believe this is 100-pound, works really well for me. And I know that I need to line it up against this line and this line for it to be in the corner that I want it to be in. And I have some foil already cut. Now the other thing is, depending on the foil, some foils heat up faster. Some take a little extra long, some take a little extra pressure. So you're going to have to do some experimenting with your paper and with your foils. This piece of paper is cut down to 5.5 by 4.25. So it's a little larger than I need it to be. Once I have everything in place, I'm going to hit the timer button, and it's going to take about a minute for that to warm up the foil, and the adhesive from the foil will stick to the paper. Now, the types of machines you can run this through are your manual machines, like your Big Shot machine. I am using the Fun Stamper's Journey, also from Spellbinder's Platinum machine. It's nice, fun lime green color. So once that light is done blinking, I'm going to run it through here. And again, the labels do not cut. They only foil. If you would like the matching dies, you can also get the matching dies from Spellbinders. So again, the glimmer plate that I'm using is the GLP282. That is the more rectangular shaped one. They also have a new square shaped one. Here you can see one that I had practiced foiling. And this one is GLP281. So there's a square one and there's a rectangular one, and there are dies. If you would like dies to cut out, you can get all of those. I'll link everything down below for you if you would like to purchase them from Spellbinders. All right, so my light has done blinking now. It's solid green, so I can remove my platform, and all I'm going to do is just pull it out and go immediately to my Platinum 6 machine and slowly roll that through. And I'm sorry about the squeaking. Once, twice. I think I normally do 2 passes, so. And one more time, and then we are done. And then I will plug my base plate back into my machine so it stays warm and it heats up for the next piece of paper. Before I reveal, you want it to cool down before you reveal. So I'm going to pull this up. We'll reveal that in a second. I'm going to put my lid down on my platform. So I put my lid down. It's just my dies that are in there, my hot foil dies, and I'm going to wait for this to turn green before I put my next piece of paper and my next foil in. So we'll do that in a second. You want to let this cool down so that the foil fully adheres as the adhesive cools down before you reveal it. And it only takes a few seconds, and then hopefully we'll have a full transfer here, which we do. And then very easily, if I wanted to cut this down, if I wanted a matching mat, I could do that and then just apply it to my card front. See that? All right, let's try another one. So my machine is green, and I'm not using any tape or anything here because I've lined it up on my machine that I know where I need to put my paper. Okay, so I'm going to use this tangerine holographic orange color. And again, just going to grab a piece of hammer mill cardstock, and I'm going to line up straight on those grid lines there. Close my little lid, press the timer button, and let that blink. And when it's done blinking, we'll run it through. In the meantime, I can put this on a card front. I'm going to cut this down to, let's cut it down to 5 1/4 by 4. Actually, let's cut it down to 5 by 3 3/4, and let's see what kind of a look we get there. All right, and then I will bring my dark foil, my dark blue cardstock into here. Now, if you get any kind of overfoiling where the foil just kind of sticks where you don't want it, I have a fingerprint on this one. You can just take a mono sand eraser and gently erase that, and it will take it off. All right, so we're waiting for the other one. I'm going to pause you guys, and when it's done flashing, I'll come right back. Okay, that didn't take long. Our timer is done flashing. So again, I'm going to remove this whole panel very carefully. Go right to my Platinum 6. Go from the Spellbinder's Glimmer right into the Platinum very slowly and carefully. I'm not putting any extra shims in here. I'm not doing anything to disturb the dies or the foil. I'm just slowly rotating that through. Never mind the squeak in my machine. Okay, and I'm just going to go one more time for good measure because holographic foil, I find, tends to need a little bit of extra heat or pressure sometimes. So we'll see how this one looks. I haven't tested this orange foil in a while. Okay, here we go. Ooh, that looks so pretty already. We're going to let that cool down. We're going to let my machine heat back up. And you can hot foil on almost any surface. So it does work best when your surface is smooth. But the nice thing about hot foil is because it already has heat built into it, it will foil to almost any surface. Okay, once that's cool, we're going to reveal it. All right, now in this one, we have a little bit of overfoiling on the letters. You can see how that foil's standing up. That's okay. That's not going to hurt anything. All you want to do is take a stiff brush, like a stencil brush, and all you're going to do is just brush that excess foil right off of there. Good as new. And then I always have a soft foiling brush, and I dusty all that excess foil out of the way. So here you can see, very easy to make a nice set of monogram cards. If you have a gift you're looking to make for anyone, you could easily mass produce these for yourself. If you have anybody that's coming up on a wedding or graduation and they need to make a whole bunch of thank you cards, what an easy way to monogram these. Just make a whole bunch of them, cut them down to the size you want. One of the reasons I cut my paper down to 5 1/4 by 4 is if I am a little bit crooked, I can cut them straight, but these all foiled straight, so they look wonderful. And then, like I said, you can mat them on any color cardstock and make them stand out. You can do foil card, you can do glitter card, whatever you want to do to make that pop. You can match it, you can do it in opposite colors just to make it stand out. So, for example, let's say I would mat this one on, I don't know, there's some orange. So if I did, like team colors, if I did orange with the blue, that would look okay. Or I wanted orange on orange, that would look okay. So you make it work for you, and you got a really easy set of monogram cards. So let me know if you're going to try this out, what you think about this idea. If you have any questions, post them down below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I want to thank Spellbinders for sending me the new frames to try out. And again, I'll link everything I use down in the description for you. Thanks for watching and keep on foiling. Bye-bye.